minutes where I thought we actually looked okay, and it looked like that we could score actually 3 or 4 goals. But we just couldn't get the chance. Let's be honest here. Can everyone open their eyes and see everything for what it is? Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Yosef's Chelsea Blues. Welcome back to another Chelsea fans preview. Make sure you smash the like, smash the subscribe button if you're new around here. Turn the bell notification on so you don't miss any great upcoming content. Make sure you follow the socials on TikTok, Instagram, and X. Yosef's Chelsea Blues on all. You guys asked for it, and I got them all again. You guys enjoyed the Brighton away preview, so I got the exact same panel on, and it's a let's just say today is a very special day for one of them. Let's just say that we have got Ben, birthday man Doobz, and Casey. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, I'm good. All is well.
It's been a chill day for me, to be fair. And
how is it turning 22, mate?
I feel old. I feel like I'm good. Put it this way, the way I think about it is this. If I was a Premier League football player, in a year's time, I probably wouldn't be considered for Young Player of the Year. That's how old I feel like I'm getting.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been a good day. I'm anticipating that Chelsea are going to ruin it tomorrow. That's the thing.
I mean, the funny thing is, your birthday's today. The game's tomorrow. And then my birthday's the day after. So realistically, if Chelsea lose tomorrow, we're not going to be happy. Let's just say that. But yeah, I mean, Casey, we had a fun day at Wembley today, didn't we?
Yeah. No, it was good. It was good. I mean, listen, the first half was boring. I mean, to the point where I was, coming in and out of consciousness in terms of like not trying to fall asleep. But
that's
the second half
for you.
yeah. But the second half really turned up. I mean, Southampton done a fantastic job. So credit where credit's due. They really gave a really good fight against a very, very good City side that's on form right now. That was a fantastic score that Finesse scored. It was a really good goal. But City, they always find a way. Jerry Doku came on and I think he was absolutely outstanding. And it was a great strike by Nico to win the game, a strike that's deserving to win any game. So, yeah, it was a really good game of football overall. And City deserved to go through. And that's what the fourth FA Cup final in a row that they're going to be going to. I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, obviously there's a reason why they're one of the best teams in the world. So, yeah.
Yeah. If only we were like that, eh? And if only we had a good record at Wembley.
Yes,
but oh well. I mean, Ben, how are you feeling ahead of this game?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Tuesday night with Casey, I think could have got any worse. I think probably the worst I've seen Chelsea perform since I've been watching them or old enough to watch Chelsea. I think everything from there was no attack, there was no defense. You could have just had like Paulo Ferreira there, like nothing was going well for us. So I suppose tomorrow it all depends on the team that he's selecting. And I feel again if Wesley's there and Pedro Neto, then the chances of a win are very slim. So I think all eyes are on the selection for the team tomorrow, the starting 11, and if he makes any early substitutes. But yeah, I think that's what I'm riding on.
Yeah, big up the managerless Chelsea, or should I say, big up Calum McFarlane. You know, the guy who
I
got
just- I
the
just-
guy
I
the
just-
guy who got us a draw against City.
I just wish we could fast forward to this being the final against City, assuming we get there, because then he got us a draw against City before, so maybe he gets a decent result out of that.
Exactly.
Maybe. But you have to get past Leeds first.
Yeah, I know.
And we haven't beaten Leeds at all this season with Maresca, with Rsenior. We've got a third time now with a different manager, and Leeds have had the same manager for all 3 games. How funny is that, eh?
Oh, dear. Wait, we've only played them twice, haven't we?
This is
Yeah,
the third
but
one.
this is the
Oh,
third,
you're saying
and we
okay,
would
yeah.
have 3 different people in charge.
Oh my
Like
god,
this season. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Maresca in that 3-1 loss, which me and Ben were there for,
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
annoyingly.
You know what's funny? Last time Leeds win the Prem, we also had 3 managers that season as well. Tuchel, Potter, Lampard.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
We
Oh, God.
lost to them 3-0. We lost to them 3-0 the first time, and then we won 1-0 in the second time for Fafana header.
Wesley Fofana scoring a header, yeah.
Yeah, Wesley Fafana.
And then
yeah.
oh,
Then they got relegated. They got relegated that season. They came up this season.
We not played them in the FA Cup that season as well.
Oh
We
yeah,
beat
true.
them 3-0.
Yeah, we won
yeah,
that, I
we
think.
did.
So
No, wait.
Yeah,
Was
we
it the
won.
year after?
No,
No,
the
it was
year,
that year.
That's made a mistake for one of their goals, I think.
Mudryk
Some
scored the
of
other
them-
goal, the winning goal. Was it?
No, Gallagher scored the winning goal.
Mudryk scored the first goal. Gallagher scored the winning goal. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I remember Jackson got us back into it. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, big game tomorrow. Chelsea versus Leeds. I mean, there's a lot of history behind it. I mean, Doobz, you've got a certain person in your family who's got a very good connection with Chelsea and Leeds.
Yeah. Big up my dad, man. He's actually not home at the moment. I'm by myself. But yeah. Yeah, no. The Michael Dewberry derby. And we're going into this game. It's honestly I can't even say it's a toss-up because I actually think Leeds will beat us. It's that peak. So I can't even say it's a toss-up of who's gonna win this game. But
Enough.
listen, if we win, it'd be great. It'd be great. We get to a final, give us a chance to actually win something. My biggest fear though is if you win the FA Cup, I don't want it to paper over any cracks.
Exactly.
Rico still need to leave regardless of the stuff that's been coming out today. Oh dear.
I mean, I can probably guess, but if you want to enlighten us, what has been coming out today?
Long story short, investors aren't basically as we all expected, as we all figured, investors aren't
Yeah,
happy.
as soon as you said investors, I knew what you were going to say.
Yeah, the investors aren't happy basically. Like they're getting
Well,
They-
Blueco,
the
you're
project
getting
is
found out
literally
now,
failing in
aren't
front
you?
of- It's literally failing in front of their eyes. There's no hiding it, sugarcoating it anymore. The project is failing. Like
Yeah, exactly.
it's obvious we're not qualifying for the Champions League this season, so we can't qualify for it anyway. The only way, yeah, we might not even finish it. We might not even finish in the European spots, and then the only way of getting Europe is by winning the FA Cup. So it's just a mess. And
Which that's why
which is why I keep saying to people, even if they wanted to change the model, they can't. So the only solution for this whole mess to stop is for them to sell up.
Exactly.
It's the only
And
solution.
that's why
And there's still people out there. Yeah,
Mm.
go on, Casey.
Yeah, and that's why obviously, I'll be real, if you lose tomorrow, I mean it will be painful, but I mean, in the long run, it will be the best thing that could happen for us, and going back onto the investors, I mean, yes, investors are losing confidence, not just on what's happening right now, but on future events. Because if you had listened to Bobby Fairview, shout out to Bobby Fairview, he actually brought up the financial statements, and one of the paragraphs is called going concern. And underneath that going concern paragraph, it talks about how in order for the club to be running for the next 12 months, they'll need to sell off key players. Now, if you sell off key players such as Cole Palmer, the academy kids like Josh Achimpong, and all those guys, next season we're not going to be in a position where we can compete for Champions League, where we can compete for European spots. So investors aren't just looking at it in the short run, they're also looking at it at the long run, because we're now having to sell players in order to keep afloat. Because as you said, there is no money to scrap this project and start a new one. They've already spent like £2 billion into this project. You can't scrap a project that's £2 billion and spend another £2 billion. Where's the money coming from? Because quite clearly, as you said, if the investors aren't confident, they're not going to invest. It's economics 101. You know, you're not going to invest into a depreciating asset. It's impossible. So right now, what's happening is exactly what needs to happen. And the blue coat out message needs to get louder and louder and louder. Now, this is even more of a reason why we should shout out blue coat out. Because it's right in front of our very eyes that these guys are literally burning down this football club financially.
Mate, tomorrow, for those who don't know, there's literally going to be, we raise money for the van to be driving past Wembley. Yeah, I'm literally yeah. Mate, no, but it's a good, you laugh, it's a good thing though.
It's a great thing.
No, yeah.
Every Chelsea fan that money for that.
More media
Apparently
attention.
someone paid 200 quid towards that.
Yeah, someone said that was John Terry. Someone said that's obviously not true, but yeah.
Yeah, hey, I wouldn't be surprised if it's
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Exactly. We know it's obvious John Terry's blue coat out, but I don't know if he'd pay. I don't know if he'd do that, because then if it gets traced back that it was actually him that done it, then he'd get slandered. You know?
No, not really. I mean,
Yeah,
not really.
actually.
I mean, Chelsea fans. I mean, okay, the higher up would, but the Chelsea fans would, rate him even more.
Oh, yeah, Chelsea fans would love it.
Let's
But I'm
be
saying
honest,
no.
he wouldn't care about the hierarchy. You wouldn't care about
You
the
wouldn't
hierarchy.
care about what the hierarchy says.
He's not going to get hired under them.
That's true, I guess.
Well, actually, no. Technically, he is part of the club, under 21. No.
Yeah, that's true.
Academy director.
That's what I'm saying.
Academy
Yeah.
director.
Yeah, they could sack him. I just realised that.
Yeah, no, it is true. So yeah,
He's got to be careful.
Yeah.
Wait, so how is he speaking in that TikTok then? So surely the owners would have seen that. Oh, whatever.
He didn't outright slate them, but he was just very open about his thoughts on everything. Like much like Joe Cole. Much like Joe Cole.
Wasn't Enzo open about his thoughts as well in Kukurea? And Enzo got suspended, 2 games for it. So, I don't know. It's just a bit, it's a bit all over the place. But listen, man, the most important thing is that message is getting louder, and it's not just us, the fans, that are saying it now. You're getting ex-players calling it out. You're getting current players calling it out. They've got nowhere to hide.
Someone said it on Twitter, like, this is the most united the fan base has been in ages. Like, I've only seen like just the idiots on Twitter that'd be like, nah, you got to support it. Like, why are you being so negative? Like, it's only them that really are against it. And even then, you can tell they're just trolls. But like, even like the most positive of Chelsea fans are even seeing like, this is just, it's not working. People that have tried to defend it, tried to make room for it, and they're just like, nah, you know what? I can't believe in this anymore. Like, it's guys, we're losing the game. We're bringing on Garnacho against Brighton.
And that's £2 billion for you.
That's a £2 billion squad.
£2 billion.
But I'm seeing Arsenal, when Havertz is injured, they're bringing on Gyökeres. They're bringing on like all these players. Yeah, it's just when the City are struggling, they're bringing on Doku. Like, I don't know.
And Haaland just came off the bench as well. If it's in a Premier League game, they're bringing on Marmoush.
Like,
the luxury.
People think
after bringing on Saka off the bench from Madueke, like, it's
exactly.
Like, people think we have squad depth, but we don't. Like, genuinely, it's a joke with the amount of money.
That squad depth is going to get smaller as well. That squad depth is going to get smaller as well in the summer, because we're not signing no players. So them man that are talking about, we're going to sign X, Y, and Z.
They've already made their signings.
Like, Omega, that Barco kid,
Quenda, and Penders.
Quenda, and Salmino, they're going to bring back. Mamadou Sarr's already one person that they brought in. Like, they've They know who they
No
know who
one,
they got in.
no one listened to the stuff about they're ready to spend big in the summer for
They're not,
experience.
man.
I'm not
They're
buying
lying
any
to
of that.
you and talking
And,
about.
and no
Premier
one
League
listened to the
products.
fact. No one listened to the fact that some people say, "Oh yeah, Jose Mourinho could be on the manager list." Get out! Like, are you joking?
You watch my video, Joseph. I can tell. Yeah, that's why
It's not even that. It's not even that. Like, I saw it. Like, before I watched your video and I saw your thoughts on it. I saw it on I can't remember what source it was, but yes. Oh no, it was that guy from Sky. What's his name? Cave Solikor, whatever it is.
Yeah, Sky Cover.
Yeah.
Sky
Yeah. Yeah. He was like, oh yeah, there isn't a short list at the moment, but keep an eye out on Jose Mourinho. Mate, you've just contradicted your statement,
Jose
and you're trying to
Mourinho-
say that Jose Mourinho would even consider coming under this ownership. Really?
What is Jose Mourinho going to do with Garnacho, Delap, Neto, all these the defense we have? Like, he wouldn't last a week under this ownership.
Best believe you'd always
No,
start.
I was about to say. No, I was about to say. Forget what he's about to do to the players. Forget. Think about what he will do to the owners.
Mate,
Think about that.
It will get to the point where in press conferences you have to stop when they're asking about like the squad. You have to say, "I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble, and I don't want to be in big trouble."
Honestly,
Exactly my point. But
I'm
yeah, now we'll get into the predicted starting 11 of this game. But before that, did anyone watch Calum McFarlane's press conference?
Nope.
Yeah.
Guys,
the only part I saw was him. You know, I think a reporter must ask some stupid question, and he, obviously snapped back. And then people were saying in general he's just a boring guy. But I think for me, it's not necessarily so he's a boring guy. I just think he's shitting his pants. Excuse my language. I think he's just nervous being there. Like, it's just not for him. Like, it looks like he's about to, he's about to poop on himself every single time I see him. It's like he's about to, he's so nervous, man. It's like
you don't think though that fans aren't expecting much from him though. So it's
no, I agree. I think not. Yeah, I think the bar is very, very low for him. So if let's say we were to lose the rest of our games underneath him, we wouldn't really get onto him because we already know the big issues in this football club. We already know the main issues is the ownership and those sporting directors. And also with him, he doesn't hold a coaching license, a UEFA coaching license or something. I saw like
he hasn't got any UEFA B license or whatever.
Yeah, A or B license. So, bro, like, do we really expect him to come in and produce a masterclass tomorrow? I highly doubt it. If we win, it will be based on the players. It won't be based on him. No offense to him,
and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. With how the way these players are down in tools. If these players decide though to come and play tomorrow, and they decide that they're going to actually start winning games, then the players are a disgrace themselves. The players have already been a disgrace this season.
Yeah, because that Brighton game just proved the players weren't playing for the manager. Like, the amount of effort they put in, that was the worst performance under the Blue Coat era, that Brighton game.
Yeah,
and because as much as we get onto the squad, they are not that bad to play the way they did against Brighton. Like, to concede that for the corner, they just stand there. Every defender stands there like a statue, just watching them kick it. Like, so then if they decide, they're going to turn up. Obviously, I'll be happy, but in my head, I'll be like, yeah, you players, man, that's what you're going to do. You're going to down tools.
I wouldn't be happy. I'll be furious because, as you said, you've been down in tools, not just the Brighton game, City game, United game, Everton game, PSG over 2 legs. You guys have been down in tools since Maresca left, and it's not acceptable. Chalobah comes out at the end of his press conference saying the lads are working hard. Stop lying. It's not you guys are working hard. It's not you guys are tired. Like, making pathetic excuses such as we're fatigued, we've played so many games. If I'm not mistaken, I think Arsenal have played a game more than us, and they're in a title race. I think City have played 3 games less than us, and they are in a title race, and they're looking to complete a domestic treble. We've got zero excuse. it's quite simple. The players are lazy, and we've been outrun by every team this season that we've played against. You know, it's just I think fatigue plays a part, but I just think it's just down to them and bottling it, them and downing tools every game, especially when Rsenior's around. Now with Rsenior not being there, they've got no other excuse. They've actually got no other excuse not to perform tomorrow. And even if they perform tomorrow and get the win, I'm going to be looking at them a lot differently. Because I couldn't care less if it was Mourinho, Pep, Sam Allardyce, Jesse Marsh, Russell Martin. I don't care who's in charge. You don't down tools. You cannot down tools. That's unacceptable for Chelsea Football Club. It's just the basics. You cannot down tools.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I completely agree there. I mean, there were a couple of things that I saw from his press conference. One, when he was asked about, did you speak to Liam Rsenior after he was sacked? I mean, he said he spoke to him, which I'm guessing every assistant does to their person above them. And then the other thing I saw in the press conference was certain players out for the season. Esteval. Shame, eh?
No, I actually feel bad. He's going to miss the World Cup. He deserves it as well, man.
Exactly.
That's why Rsenior.
I felt so bad for Ekitike, and he's not even our player. But Esteval was like...
But that Esteval is...
I mean, to be fair, it's not just them two. It's not just them two. A lot of players are falling ahead of the World Cup from what I've seen. So, I mean, could be due. It's definitely due to the amount of games. Like, it's got to be that. Surely.
Of course it's that. But then this is why we spend... But this is where the £2 billion should come in effect. This is where the £2 billion should be effective. Because we should have a backup for Esteval. But unfortunately, we don't. But we do.
Well, no, we do, but shit. We do, but shit. That's the thing. Pedro Neto.
Exactly. We've got backups, but they're not adequate backups. So what? Yeah. So
like in quantity, we've got backup, but quality we don't.
Like, really, exactly.
Like, when we were signing all these players in the summer, like Delap, Garnacho, Gittins, who else did we sign? Can't even remember. But
when or not to.
Oh my god! Like, see what I mean? We should be doing quality over quantity, but we're doing the other way around.
Yeah.
It's a disgrace. But Calum McFarlane did say that Cole Palmer and João Pedro are being assessed for this game.
Yeah, that means they are starting.
I think probably. So let's get into our predicted, or should we do what we want to do?
Yeah, what we want to do.
Yeah, we'll do what we want to do.
Yeah, right. I'm just gonna get that up. We are definitely not playing a 4-4-1 of apparently what the formation was against Brighton. Well, that's what FootMob is telling me anyway. No, I don't know if it actually was a 4-4-1, but
it was a 5-3-2 on paper. It ended up being like a 5-2-3 in the first half. Then we went back to like a 4-2-3-1 in the second half. So
right, in goal it's going to be no other person. Oh, Philip Jorgensen. Yeah.
No. Unfortunately, not. Yeah. No. Well, not unfortunately, good. Well, playing. So.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Any of you that I tricked there? It's very funny. Left back. Who are we going for?
Cucurella.
But again, wouldn't mind seeing Hato. But you might. For me, Hato starts at centre back. What?
Yeah.
But I just realised Reece James is injured. Gusto right back,
which doesn't fill me with any confidence. But yeah,
Hato centre back. You said.
That's what, yeah.
Santos.
And then Chalobah maybe. The
To be
other one.
fair, he has been playing well.
Yes, he did our shining light in the past couple of games, but it's sad. It's sad we've been conceding goals because it doesn't look like that doesn't really show his performance.
Show his performances, yeah.
Yeah. Who are we having next to Hato?
Chalobah. I don't want to see Fofana. Don't want to see Saar. Don't want to see.
I think so, but,
I don't even want to see Chalobah, but we ain't got a choice.
And he's the best that we have. He's the best that we have. Our rubbish bunch.
Yeah. Midfield, what are we going for?
Caicedo, Lavia.
Yeah. I would say Caicedo. I'd say Caicedo Santos, to be fair. But Caicedo
Lavia didn't even look good the last time I played him. Was it Brighton?
Yeah. It was he came on, to be fair, he came on in the second half. He did try to make things happen, but yeah. I mean I would
Lavia
and Santos, but if you want to do Caicedo and Lavia, it's not a problem.
What do you reckon, Ben? Caicedo Santos or Caicedo Lavia?
I mean, for me, it's not fair on Casey, but you two have seen my prediction. So for me, because it's the must-win game tomorrow, I mean, I wouldn't play Hato because I feel like I've been looking at some of the highlights for his games recently, and his defending more sort of 10 games or so ago was really bad. But yeah, I'd probably go Caicedo and Enzo in midfield because we really need our best boys tomorrow.
You don't put Enzo in the 10 though.
No, I put Palmer in the 10.
But Palmer might not be fit.
No, from what he was saying I've watched the press conference twice. From what he's saying is they're both going to be playing, and he didn't really want to let on if it meant from a starting position or from coming on as a sub. But the way I got it, the way I interpreted it, and I've seen stuff on Twitter, is they'll both start tomorrow in the starting 11.
Okay. Yeah, but it wouldn't make sense for Palmer to start because he's coming back from an injury.
I know be funny, like there's no need to rush him. He hasn't been playing well anyway, so there's no need to rush. We don't need to rush him back.
Exactly. I mean, you saw today with Arsenal, Saka came off the bench. Usually when you have an injury, you usually come off the bench. It's very rare that you have an injury and the first game back you'll start.
I think this is a injury of not wanting to play for the manager for Liam. I think it's happened.
I don't think so. I don't think so because
if that's the case, I've lost a lot of respect for Palmer.
Exactly, and I don't think he's that. I don't think he's that petulant. I honestly do believe it was an injury and it was just too much because he has looked like he's been, he has been playing with an injury this season, and it looks like the injury has, held him down. I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but I do think the injury has affected his mobility. So I don't think, as Doobz said, I don't think he is faking an injury not to play for the manager. He doesn't seem like that type of guy. I would expect that from a Fofana or Subject 49. I don't expect.
Or even maybe or maybe an Enzo.
Enzo. I'd even expect it from an Enzo or Cucurella. I wouldn't expect that from Palmer.
I mean, there was a follow-up question to Calum McFarlane, and are they ready to start? And he said, we'll see. I just think that both will start. I've seen stuff on Twitter. I wasn't wrong about Liam sacking. If I'm wrong tomorrow, then I hold my hands up. But I just kind of think that even if you put Palmer on and he can't play 90 minutes, would you rather start the game well and then maybe be able to take him off, obviously managing his workload, or do you bring him on at 60 minutes, but you could be 3-0 down by then? So I think you realistically here have to look at that.
Or maybe he's like faking an injury, not because he doesn't want to play for the manager. Maybe because he's got the World Cup in mind. I don't know.
He wants to preserve himself, which is fine. I think he starts tomorrow, and then I also think that João Pedro starts tomorrow as well.
But then at the same time, it doesn't make sense why he would do that because it's not like he's 100% looking for the squad.
I think. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm doing that. I'm then putting Palmer on the right.
I mean, I'd put Jesse Derry there because for me,
Jesse Derry doesn't start this game.
He doesn't start this game. It's too big.
It doesn't start. It doesn't start. I'd happily see him on the bench. I'd happily see him on the bench, and then he'd come on later.
He'll be on the bench.
But
FA Cup final.
There's so many players.
The only devil's advocate, the only thing I will say, Garnacho has a decent record in the FA Cup.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want him anywhere near that squad, to be honest.
I knew you were going to say that.
But who else are you going to play?
I hate that you said that.
Yeah. No, I'm
I
not.
think-
Who else we gonna play though? Because Neto
I
is
mean-
just.
Yeah, but let's be real. Look at the teams that we played against. First game was
No,
what,
I'm not even
Charlton?
talking about just at Chelsea. I'm talking about Man United as well.
Yeah, but it's yeah. I mean, no.
So-
no.
Right.
I mean, the 3-1
Right.
loss.
It's basically one of two, or in Ben's case, one of three: Neto, Garnacho, or Jesse Derry. Who you have it?
I'd play Jesse Derry, but I don't think there's point like even putting.
I
He's
mean,
not going to start.
You look at young
He's
players. So
suicidal, man.
John Terry had a debut at a young age. There's so many different players that have. I know he's only played well against Hull, and that's not really convincing. But
Yeah.
are we seriously going to sit here and say that we've got full confidence in Pedro Neto?
With
the game
respect,
tomorrow
with
that
respect
could
to
decide
Jesse
our season?
Derry, with respect to Jesse Derry, he's not John Terry.
On Terry, exactly.
is he?
Yeah.
Well, no, but
Like
look at Drogba's first 2 seasons. They were not high scoring. And at this point, this is a game where we have to
Yeah,
win.
but-
If not, it's
Yeah,
done.
but Drogba was brought in to be the striker, so we were going to use him. Jesse Derry is an academy player who, like we've seen in a couple of cup games, was not expected to like play any big game for Chelsea. This is a semi-final in the FA Cup.
It's a semi-final, but if you're looking for an attacking nature from Pedro Neto, it's just going to go back. So we might as well just write off the game now. I just think he's going to be
talking
so
about
bad.
Calum McFarlane, how he's scared and stuff. Like he would.
He's shitting
Yeah,
himself.
yeah. I
No
don't think.
chance he makes such a risk like that and starts Jesse Derry.
Yeah, and I think it would
You
be
know
very
what?
unfair on Derry because he hasn't played a Premier League game as well. I don't think he's played a Premier League. I don't think he's appeared in the Premier League this season. I mean, if he had appeared in a couple of Premier League games, then cool. But as Doobz said,
Right.
it's just in the cups, you know. Like I
Yeah,
just think
all of a sudden,
you're
looking at him like because we don't expect much from a Pedro Neto or Garnacho. So then all of a sudden, Chelsea fans look at him like, "Come on, produce something for me." Like you got to do something.
Right.
Like we shouldn't be putting that much pressure on a player like that.
He's 18, man. The last thing that we need is putting pressure on him, and you know the pressure gets him, man. He doesn't need that.
Right. Okay. Sorry to do this, but yeah, Ben, we're gonna eliminate Jesse Derry. He's just going to be maximum on the bench for now. I know you'd love to see him start, but it's probably not going to happen. So, Doobz, what did we do last time when we couldn't make a decision?
Oh, I haven't got a coin on me.
It is fine, mate. I've got one right here. So,
Touché.
we are going to maximize my camera. Right. What's heads and what's tails? Neto or Garnacho? What are we doing?
Garnacho heads, Neto tails.
Most
Deal.
likely gonna allow heads. So
Well. well. Let's I'm just gonna reveal it by typing it in. I think you guys know who it's landed on.
yeah, heads. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah, thought so. it probably will be him as
Subject
well.
49.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, exactly. Oh gosh, yeah. Well, it is what it is, man.
And then, I can't even spell his name, but well, we know who's up front.
Well, if he's fit, then yeah.
No, if he's fit, yeah, it'd probably be Liam Delap, no?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah,
I
guess
reckon he'll be fit though.
I guess
I reckon Calum McFarlane will play them
Yeah,
both.
if you put Palmer in, then yeah, fair enough. All right.
I think realistically,
So that is our that is our lineup that we've sort of agreed on, much to Ben's dismay. But let us know of what you think in the comments below. Now, this is fun. Score predictions. Casey, you can go first.
Okay, cool. It can actually go one or two ways. I think it's either we win or they win.
Well, that's how it goes.
Well, yeah.
Say.
Cheers, mate.
But I think just looking at how the way Leeds have been playing, looking at how the way we've been playing, Calum McFarlane, I'll be real,
he's just too scared, and I think he's going to overthink quite a lot tomorrow. I don't see him having the calmness to calm those players and let the players get behind him. I think they like him as a person, but I think his fear will just trickle onto the pitch. So they'll start playing scared like they have been all the season. And I think Leeds win it 2-1. I think Leeds win it 2-1. Leeds are rocking down a high. They beat Wolves 3-0 to just confirm Premier League status. I think they've sold out their side of the stadium. This is their first final in in like 40 years or something. First semi-final in like 30, 40 years. I can't remember how long it was, but it's been a long time. They're going to be up for this game. We're not. Us fans are dreading going tomorrow. Unfortunately, I've got a ticket, but we're absolutely dreading going tomorrow. We're not going to expect a good performance from these guys because they've shown that they're not capable of producing a good performance this season or this year, 2026. So I think, unfortunately, it's going to be a 2-1 defeat.
Yeah.
Yeah, funnily enough, the last time Leeds were at Wembley was when they played Southampton in the playoff final, funnily enough.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
actually won that.
FA Cup semi-final. FA Cup semi-final.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But I'm
I'm
also talking about that the last time they were at Wembley.
Right.
But
it's a fun day out for them. So
yeah, exactly. You've had your day out, lads. Now we're for home. You've had your day out. Now we're for home. They're probably going to sing that to us. Ben, prediction.
Yeah, I think Hasey's got something. I know he gave an answer that everyone was sort of like, it's obviously going to be this or this, but I think for me, just to go into a little bit more, I think my two predictions are based on the team that he starts. If Pedro Neto and Wes or Tosin or anyone like that who's going to honk up the gaff starts, I think we'll lose 2-1. I think we'll lose 3-1. But I think if we can try and keep it to maybe instead of Hato, I would start Sarr. But if he's going to start over Sarr, then I'll take it over Wes or Tosin. But there's no Pedro Neto in the team and no Delap, then I think we can win 2-1. So 2-1 if the team is similar to what we've predicted. If it's Wes or Delap and Pedro Neto in the team, then we'll lose 3-1.
Fair enough.
Birthday man Doobz. What do you reckon?
Once I'm actually going to listen to my heart, and I'm going to say we're going to nick it 2-1.
Fair enough.
I hope that, man.
Something maybe I don't know. Maybe we get a bit of a bounce, but then again, it's not really a new manager bounce technically, is it? Because we've already had him this season.
No, it's just.
Maybe again with these players, I wouldn't shock me if they were just down in tools under Rsenior, and maybe they get up for a semi-final at Wembley. I don't know, chance to be in the final, but yeah, I don't know. It's not good. It's going to be a horrible game to watch. I could just tell. It's going to be a horrible game. Maybe we nick it extra time.
Yeah, fair enough. And we will all be there to see it. That's the funny thing.
Unfortunately, so.
But
hopefully we do see a win, but we have to be realistic. So,
My prediction. I've got two in mind. One side is a 2-1 loss. The other one is we somehow win 3-1. I don't know how, but it's just one of those random games that we just turn up and win. I just don't. So, again, I can't decide. So, I'm going to flip the coin again, as I'm so conflicted with the thoughts. So, we lose 2-1 is heads, and we win 3-1 is tails. Well, we're winning 3-1, lads. The chills. The chills.
If we win 3-1, make sure keep hold of that coin, because if we win 3-1, you got to keep hold of that. That's a lucky coin.
Oh yeah, 100%. Don't worry. It's staying here. It's staying here on my desk, so I know where it is, so I can bring it out whenever I need to. Anyway, that is going to be it. Thank you very much, guys, for jumping on the preview for Chelsea versus Leeds tomorrow. Now, I always do this. Casey, where can they find you, mate?
I haven't got any socials yet, but carry on looking out for me at Yosef's Chelsea's Blues. I'll probably be appearing on Blues Fans TV. Shout out to Blues Fans TV and Chelsea Fan TV. So yeah, but socials soon come. So yeah.
All right, Ben, where can they find you?
So yeah, like KC on here as well. Ben Talks Chelsea FC is going to be social media. Currently, Ben Jerams _ on Instagram.
Very, very short and swift. And finally, birthday man Doobz.
Yep.
Where can they
Can I
find
get
you?
it the right way this time? Yep. It's Doobz.
Yes, you can.
On TikTok, Insta, X. Yeah, just go give me a follow there. I just try land it every day. With what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm active every day. So if you want to give me a follow, feel free to.
Yeah, and let's hope tomorrow is a nice day out, eh?
Yeah.
Let's hope so, man. Let's hope so.
Let's hope so. Anyway, thank you very much, guys, for joining. Make sure you smash the like, smash the subscribe button if you're around there, turn bell notifications so you don't miss any upcoming content. Make sure you follow social on TikTok, Instagram, X, Yoshi Chelsea Blues and all. Up the Chelsea, win, lose or draw.
Luca out.
Luca out.
There we go. In a bit, lads.